Hello again, folks. How we doing? It is still the 22nd day of March 2022. I am still Scott. That is still Bo down there. There's still no co-pilot in the co-pilot seat, and I'm still coming to you from sunny Tampa, Florida at about 6:22 in the afternoon on this nice Tuesday. The rare second video of the day. It wasn't the one that I intended to make this morning. I'm going to come out with that tomorrow. I'm still working on that. This one is a little funny, so I thought I'd share it with you. But to start off with, if anybody knows how to use OBS, I'm into this part of it where that's not my screenshot, that's a help page screenshot. And I am trying to figure out how to pause recording so I can go answer the door and give my neighbor the package that I got for him. They asked me to pick it up so it wouldn't get stolen, so I picked it up, and I've been waiting for an hour and 15 minutes. They finally came by, gave it to them, but I couldn't make this video until then because I couldn't pause it. So I've learned to go in there and try to set the hot button keys, but the hot button keys don't work because something to do with the encoding. I've gone to the encoding, but my encoding thing doesn't offer me any other options. So if you guys know anything about OBS and simply pausing OBS, and as you can look right down here, there is no pause recording button. Okay, so if you guys have any ideas, please leave them in the section down below. The Ukrainian chapter of Wag the Dog is just it's coming apart at this. It's unraveling. It's unraveling like a bandage prop bandage on someone's head. It's just coming unraveling. And by that, I'm talking about this. I saw this today, and I got a quick recording of it, and I wanted to share it with you. It's some pure Wag the Dog shit, supposedly out of Ukraine. This is out of Lviv, supposedly, and have a listen to this.
She says, hell is when you know that if your child gets sick, that is hell.
They couldn't have given her a new bandage for this fucking video. Look at the fucking thing. But wait, look at this. Talking about the hellhole in Lviv. All these people have come to Lviv to live. Disneyland. It's SpongeBob. It's Refugee Bob. SpongeBob. He wants to show things are so terrible and live, and all these refugees. There's hardly anybody on the streets. People are just going on with their lives. Two girls come riding by on bicycles. They're like, what are they doing? I don't know. These assholes are sitting there acting like this is the end of the fucking world. SpongeBob is back there with a couple other fucking characters from fucking Disneyland or whatever. But this is the funny thing. Look at the family. I'm going to make this larger so you can see it. Hang on. Look at the family. They're all nice and clean. This one's got some fucking gold bracelet on. They're all nice and clean. They got their hair combed. This one's asleep. This one's just bored shitless with the whole thing. Here's Daddy with his ugly sweater fucking contest winner. But here's Mom. And for some reason, they put the stupid fucking bandage prop on Mom. But look at what's the bandage prop. Look at the bandage prop.
Caked in blood as they arrived into this church here in Lviv.
That's right. Zoom in on Mom. Now, here's the funny thing, too. Maybe a church, supposedly. They got this blue tarp hanging up there, so I guess they don't want you to realize it's actually fucking downtown Detroit or some shit. But they got the blue tarp hanging up down here. They got some little old lady over there eating. They got some food over here. Everything's hunky-dory. But they still got her with her fucking stupid fucking bandage on. And her hair is just fine. It's not like they shaved her head or anything to actually work on the fucking wound. But have a quick look at this. It's still got the yellow fucking caked on pus fucking makeup. Really? Really? Seriously? I mean, yeah, they're gonna bring them in, sit them down, give them something to eat. They're all hanging out. You're not going to help her dress her fucking disgusting bandage with the yellow pus that's coming out of the gut. Really? Come on now, folks. Give me a fucking break. They're all fine. She's just wearing a costume fucking bandage on her head. She is. Frankly, I've seen better fucking makeup in a high school theater production. But look at the fucking yellow pus they got on the fucking thing. And look, it's all frayed at the edges. It's like they got it from a high school fucking prop department. That's all. Look at that. The fucking, it's all frayed and shit. Pieces are coming off of it.
They were strong and they were defiant. And
I've seen better fucking black eye makeup in high school production.
She said, "It's in my blood. I am Ukrainian. It is in my blood."
It's in my blood. I'm Ukrainian. It's in my blood. Oh, the strength. I mean, it's so fucking... Wag the dog. Now, I also point out in this that they've actually gone in there while he was giving this and they cut to the other ones. I guess the producer ran over there and told SpongeBob to get the fuck out of the shot, so SpongeBob is gone. They kicked his ass. They said, "Get out of here, you fuck. You're screwing up our shot." Now, it's coming apart. It's fraying. It's like a high school theater department's fucking bandage that's been used, the same one for 7 fucking weeks for the show, for the run of the show. And it's pieces. It's all frayed out. It's falling apart, boys and girls. It's falling apart. Remember the fucking everyone telling you that there's no Nazis in Ukraine? There's no white supremacists in Ukraine. That's just disinfo. That's Russian disinfo. You're fucking you're Tucker Carlson. This is something. I stand with Ukraine. It's actually like a fucking NGO to get some money together or some fucking shit. You got an American flag, you got the Ukrainian flag, and the hands reaching across, just not quite touching. We're not quite touching yet. I'll save you. But notice both hands are white. And there's good reason for that. There is such good reason for that. But there are no racists. There are no Nazis. There are no white supremacists. There are no fucking anti-Semites in Ukraine. Scott, you just lying. Lies. This is what Uncle Hotep posted up. Hi, Uncle Hotep. We got to do another video sometime. He's talking about they're going to call Tabs to buy us monkey if he goes to fight for Ukraine. He posted this thing from Peace Corps. And it's a spicy meatball. It really is. Quote, "It's not uncommon for Ukrainians to refer to African Americans as the N-word. Volunteers of color may be called a monkey or may see children's games with blackface." Children's games with blackface. Now here's how that works out. They say, "Hey, we're bored. What should we do? You want to play some soccer? Nah. You want to play some basketball? Nah. I got an idea. Let's play Smear the Monkey." So someone's got to get dressed up in blackface, and all the little white kids put on their Adolf fucking mustaches and their plastic black Adolf hair swooped off to the side with the big old comb over, and they grab sticks and they chase the poor kid in blackface, and they whoop his fucking ass. That's a great game. That's Smear the Monkey. That's Ukraine. You might see that if you go to Ukraine. You might be called the N-word if you go to Ukraine to help. They might call you, oh, I don't know, monkey. This is the Peace Corps, U.S. government agency. The Peace Corps. They say, Scott, that's bullshit. That's a typo. They've taken that and they've redone it and took a picture of the thing. Listen, let me tell you something. Hang on a second. You see this? There's good reason both those hands are white. There's really good reason both those hands are white. You say he's made this shit up, or someone's made this shit up and he got suckered in? I offer you Exhibit A. This is www.peacecorps.gov. Ukraine preparing to go. Volunteer in Ukraine. And they give you all kinds of information if you're going to go as a volunteer to Ukraine. Possible considerations for African American or black volunteers. People of color face many challenges living in Ukraine as a Peace Corps volunteer. That's one way to put it. Basically, they say that these are people who have actually given testimonies. This is volunteer voices. People who have actually come there and given testimony, who have gone there and done this. This is before this shit hit the fan. This is before Zav Battalion got really empowered. This is just going there in the past to Ukraine. They might call you the M-word. They might call you monkey. What they suggest, this individual suggests is, he says, or she says, it's not uncommon for Ukrainians to refer to African Americans as N-word. Volunteers of color may also be called a monkey or see children's games with blackface. Being aware of the history of dehumanization for people of African descent may help inform where this comes from. It does not justify it. It will be at your discretion to determine the intent. When Aryan Joe with a swastika tattoo to his chest calls you the N-word or monkey, it's up to you to determine what he intends. What does he intend by that? What does he mean by that? No matter the intent, staff recognizes the impact that hearing these words may invoke hurt or anger. May invoke hurt or anger. They might piss you off. If you view it as an unlearned, something that person learned, something that some person has never been exposed to, or it may be an opportunity for you to educate that person. Go educate that person. Hang on a second. Let me show you the guy that. Let me show you the guy they want you to fucking educate. You might want to go educate that person. You might. Yeah. Hey, you never know. Let me zip way back to number 4. I think it's number 4. I've used it many times in the past. It's time for you to go educate that motherfucker. Dude, I can see you're a little bit unlearned. Let me try to educate you as to the black experience. This is coming from your government. This is coming from your you feel good, you want to go fucking help, you want to join the Peace Corps. They say, well, you're black. Go talk to this guy. And he might be a little unlearned if he calls you the N-word and a monkey. So you might want to use the opportunity to teach him a little something. Now, maybe if you're LeBron James, or maybe, if you're like an MMA fighter, might be able to whoop his ass, but you're not going to whoop the asses of him and his 30 other Azov brethren. And he might say, you know what? I hadn't thought about that. I'll be thinking about using that word again, and I promise you I won't use it again. And you'll be like, cool, this is a good learning experience for both of us. Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you. You turn around, he shoots you in the fucking back. Because that man, he don't want to be learned. He's happy just the way he is. Now, just for the fun of it, Uncle Hotep brought up one issue for one group of people. But there are no white supremacists in Ukraine. That's just a conspiracy theory. Ice cream truck. Possible considerations for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, queer, ally, asexual volunteers. The LGBTQA volunteers. Same bucking thing. They suggest that no matter what, no matter who you are talking to once you get off the plane in Ukraine, whether it's Kiev or Liev or wherever the hell else you are, they recommend don't ask and don't tell. Keep your mouth shut about your sexual orientation. Let them all think you're straight. Trans people? Whew. Good luck with that. But they actually tell you, you're better off. Transgender, this is volunteer voices, people who've been there, done that. Transgender volunteers are recommended to not disclose their gender identity to host country nationals and inform only in caps the county director of Peace Corps medical officer among Peace Corps staff. Only in caps. Only. They mean it. Keep it to yourself. So, if you're black, you're going to hear some shit. And it's going to piss you off. And you got to decide what the intent of their fucking Nazi, racist, white supremacist shit is. If you're gay, bisexual, I'm sorry, here's the list. I don't know the list. Gay, bisexual, lesbian, transgender, queer, ally, asexual. If you're any of these things, keep it to yourself. Whatever you do, all caps. Don't let them know what you're attracted to or who you're attracted to. Because, listen, they're not Nazis who hate gay people and who kill gay people. I wish I could hit that pause button now, don't you know? Don't you think? Bo, that's enough. I really wish I could hit that pause button. So if you're any of these things, keep it to yourself. Because we know there's no Nazis who hate gay people. Bo, stop it. In Ukraine. Now, last but not least, boys and girls, you didn't think I was going to go there, did you? You didn't think I was going to go there, did you? Well, wait a minute. Volunteers of color, gender roles, black volunteers. They did not remove that while I was sitting here. There's no way. Considerations for people with volunteers with disabilities. Couples, varying faiths and belief systems. I guess if you're disabled, they'll do to you what the fucking Nazis did to disabled people. That's right, boys and girls. This guy says he heard a lot of Jewish jokes. And sometimes he tells me he's vegetarian because he can't tell him he's kosher. He can't tell him he's kosher because he can't tell him he's Jewish. If you're gay, you have a different alternative lifestyle. If you're Jewish or Muslim, let's keep that shit to ourselves when you go to help out in the Peace Corps at Ukraine during peacetime. Back when they said, before all this shit kicked out, that's what our government was recommending was instructing Peace Corps members. And yeah, you might be called the N-word. You might be called a monkey. It's up to you whether you want to take that opportunity to educate the Ukrainian who's using those slurs against you. It's up to you if you want to educate this individual here. Be my guest, says the folks at the Peace Corps. We'll see how that works out for you. God help you if you're a black, gay Jew. I'd really suggest you go someplace other than Ukraine for your Peace Corps fucking tour of duty, so to speak. So, as I showed you before, with this video, with this image here, there's a real good reason, and I mean a real good reason, both of those hands are white. They ain't fooling. They ain't kidding. Both hands are white for a reason. And they both seem like they're male, and they're not holding hands. So, I'm telling you a whole lot. Oh, my God. Now, just for the sake of, here's a situation where Peace Corps has gotten into trouble because quite often female members go there and get raped during their stay at the Peace Corps, trying to help people out. In this case, it was the head of the fucking police corps, the Peace Corps, and this in the town that she was going to help, who did the raping. I mean, wow. For the record, so Uncle Hotep, thank you. Tip of the hat to Uncle Hotep for sharing this with us. It has been verified in real time. It's true. But here's something that you should be aware of. Peace Corps right now, in terms of Ukraine, if it ever goes back to that, I don't know why it's going here. No. If you go to the Ukraine page, the front of the Ukraine page, it'll tell you they're currently not accepting any. Right. Volunteer openings in Ukraine. There are currently no Peace Corps volunteer openings in Ukraine. We don't need you to go be fucking beaten to death if you're gay or Jewish or insulted racially if you happen to be African American. We'd rather you didn't go there right now and add stories to the ones, the testimonies that we just read. They're sending you a message there, boys and girls. Pay very close attention. Let's zoom in and see if we can figure out what that message is. Let me see if I can figure out what they're fucking telling you here. Oh, that's right. They're white.